Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the guy.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday. Good morning. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here another day to serve our beautiful listeners. What's going on?
Good morning. How you feeling, Jess?
I feel good. I'm well rested. Did my skin treatment last night.
Still don't look better than mine. Them bundles look amazing,
Absolutely, definitely do. And these are not bundles, thanks. But I know I look good, thanks.
What's happening, man? It's a Friday.
What's
How
up
we
with you,
feel out there?
Charlotte?
Listen, Donnell,
It's Friday.
I'm so glad I missed Donnell yesterday. Why
I'm glad
Donnell
you
so
did
insecure?
too.
He's,
God damn.
It's not a matter. It's insecure. He feels like
What is it then?
we play with him so much that everybody feels like they can play with him.
Well, that's
so
not
when he
true.
goes places, people test him all the time because of, he says, his interviews.
I'm
and
not
his
even talking about
interactions with
that.
the
I'm
Breakfast
talking
Club.
about the fact that he feels the need to defend himself as an entertainer and as a comedian. You don't have to tell me, why you opened up for Chappelle, how many shows you do, blah, 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 blah. Like, come on, Donnell. Like, we know you great. You've been out here if you've been out here making a living doing what you love to do,
Right.
for 30 plus years,
Correct.
you are successful. Bottom line, point blank, period. It don't matter what nobody say. I keep telling everybody
Something
over and
bothers him,
over.
though.
Success is subjective. I mean, and
Yes.
happiness, as long as you're happy, you're successful.
But something must be bothering him because I don't know if you heard the interview, but I didn't even ask him.
I did hear it.
I didn't ask him.
He
He just started going. I'm like, all right, let me let you go.
Listen, man, to everybody out there listening to me, if you are happy doing what you do and you've been doing it for a long time and you got food on the table and
That's
a roof
right.
over your head, you are successful. Don't let nobody tell you different.
That's right.
But listen, this is the thing. Maybe he was already always feeling like that, but this was just like the tipping point for him because it felt like a therapy session, like the interview. And it's good that you weren't here.
I'm
Because
glad I
it
wasn't.
Nothing he said serious. So I'm glad he got to express himself and be vulnerable with another brother in the room. Because Loren was bothering him a
Who's
little
the other
bit
brother
too.
in the room?
Me, sir.
Excuse me?
Who's the other brother?
Me, sir. Me.
Envy.
Hello. Hi. Me.
Oh,
Hi.
okay.
My name is.
Are you
Hi.
still
My
running
name
with
is.
that? Okay.
Yes.
Able to do that.
Yes,
and more guys are supposed to be able to do that, Mr. Mental Health Advocate.
Well, listen, Donnell is on my line every day, and I tell him the same thing. Okay? You got to be secure in yourself. All
Right
right?
before you crack jokes and laugh at them.
That's right, because what Donnell wants is the validation of other people.
Yes.
And no, there's not a therapist alive that'll tell you to seek the validation of other people to be secure in yourself.
But I think with Donnell, and maybe next time we can talk to him about this in depth, but I feel like he feels like he's funny, and I feel like...
He is. It's not
Right.
a feel. He
But
is.
people find like they play with him, and they find him, he feel like he's underrated.
The man is, how the man's hilarious? That man is going to be here all weekend with sold out shows.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
City Winery, yep.
But I can't convince you that you dope.
Yeah, well,
I can't convince you that you dope. You got to believe that in yourself. I can't convince you that you dope, Donnell.
well, comedian Ryan Davis will be joining us this morning.
And guess what? You ain't got to convince Ryan he dope.
Well,
Okay.
Well,
Ryan, no, he
Like,
dope.
why?
You don't got to convince Ryan he dope. Drop a clue bomb for Ryan Davis. Confidence through the roof.
well, Donnell Rawlings actually sat in during this interview as well, so you'll hear him chiming in and
Why
talking
y'all
about
do
his
that?
feelings.
If I'm a comedian, I don't want no comedian sitting in on my interview.
It was a good
Donnell
conversation.
probably just came in there. You
Yeah.
know how Donnell
Yeah.
is. Like Ray J. He do what he wants.
But it was good for Donnell because Ryan...
You got to see what confidence looks like?
Oh, my
What?
goodness. See, that's the reason
Yeah,
why.
there you go.
That's
But
the reason
there
why.
you go, though. Another comedian helping out another comedian.
Okay,
'Cause Ryan
I like
didn't
that.
seem like he
Okay.
cared. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So...
Yeah, but you know what? They had great conversation, and you'll see because Ryan, I guess, is more white. I guess
Yes.
consumers
Yes. Ryan-
that go to
yes.
his shows and
Yes.
do all that stuff. So he talks about how that makes him feel because he's like, yo, I'm black. But when I go to my shows, sometimes I don't see as many black people. So him and Donnell were able to vibe and kind of conversations about that. So they'll be joining us in a little bit. And also Tamar Braxton will be here.
Oh.
Oh, my girl. That's my boo.
Yeah, she has a new cooking show with her mom, Tamar and Miss E. So we'll talk to her about that. She's back on the tour. She's back doing music. So we'll talk to Tamar. She talks about all her beefs and everything that's been going on in the last couple of years. So Tamar will be joining us as well. So let's get the show cracking. We got front page news. Morgan will be joining us, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Yeah, let's do it. What's up? Happy Friday to y'all. How y'all feeling?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. How you, Morgan?
Good girl.
All right, I'm doing good. Let's get into it. So, This group chat is growing legs, isn't it? The story where the journalist was added to the group chat with intelligence officials, well, that continues to develop, especially among those in Congress. A federal judge is ordering Trump and his administration, the agencies, to keep the messages sent on the Signal app after military attack plans were accidentally shared with a journalist. Now, Judge James Boasberg ruled the agencies must preserve text from March 11th through March 15th. The Justice Department said they are working to track down and keep messages from that time period.
For what? Because ain't nobody going to be fired, so what's the point? I mean, it's one thing if they was keeping it because they was going to, have some evidence to build the case to get somebody up out of there, but ain't nobody getting fired for this?
Well, this comes after an advocacy group sued, claiming department secretaries and intelligence chiefs ignored federal records laws by using the auto delete features on the app. Now, Republicans have been downplaying the breach, which saw officials including Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, the National Security Advisor or Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard discussing airstrikes in Yemen. Now, the editor of The Atlantic, Jeffrey Goldberg, was somehow added to the chat, which mentions times and methods of the Houthi rebels' targets. So, to your point, yeah, Charlamagne, we will see what happens with it. But meanwhile, House Speaker Mike Johnson says a House investigation into this doesn't seem necessary. He believes the coverage. Yeah, he believes the coverage on the incident has actually been overblown. Let's hear those comments from Speaker Johnson.
I haven't had a chance to review all that, but I'll tell you that the national security team is doing an extraordinary job. They have accomplished that mission. It was a success. The president has full trust in Mike Waltz, and I do as well, as a former colleague and someone I've known a long time. It's been overblown, I think, by the media. I think this was a mistake. It was acknowledged as such. I'm certain it will not happen again.
Yeah, I truly can't believe there's going to be no consequences for this situation. Like, this should have been an immediate firing. All this classified information being discussed on Signal, and nobody is getting fired. And, like, this has not been overblown. In fact, it hasn't been blown up enough.
Mm-hmm. So, so the Republican, and in fact, this has now become a bipartisan issue. The Republican chairman of the Senate Armed Services Committee, Senator Roger Wicker of Mississippi, he says his panel wants an inspector general investigation into the leak of sensitive data. In the Senate, Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is calling for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to be fired. Now, Schumer spoke out about the reported military plans being discussed on that Signal app. Let's take a listen to Charlamagne's favorite Democratic senator to hate on. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, as he comments on the leaked chat as well.
This is one of the most stunning breaches of military intelligence I have read about in a very, very long time. It's bad enough that a private citizen was added to this chain, but it's far worse that sensitive military information was exchanged on an unauthorized application.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right. He's absolutely right. And this is incompetence at the highest level. And this isn't a Democrat or Republican thing. It's an American thing. There's no American that should be okay with this.
I wonder how much other things were sent on that app that we just don't know about.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
And that's essentially probably why they want to reserve or preserve those texts. So House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, he also wrote a letter to President Trump demanding Hegseth be fired, saying he recklessly and casually disclosed highly sensitive war plans. And of course, the Pentagon's chief spokesperson, Hegseth, continues to reiterate that there was no classified materials or war plans shared. So we will continue to see how this plays out. In the meantime, that's your front page news for 6 a.m. At 7 a.m. Envy, can we talk about what's going on with your G-Man?
Go the Giants.
Yeah,
of course we can do that next time. I'm cool with that.
All right,
you got to say it. You got to say Giants, Morgan. You can't just say G-men on this show.
Right?
Damn, and be talking about gay men this early?
Yeah, that's why I take a step back. Like, whoa. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live? Hello, who's this?
Yeah, what's up, Envy?
What's up, Trav?
Jazz, what's up, baby?
What's up, boo?
What's up, Star? How you?
Peace, what up, sis? How you?
Nah, I'm doing good. Just checking on my bro and checking on my girl. See how y'all doing.
We are blessed, black, and highly favored, my brother. Who you getting into this weekend?
Listen, let me tell you all right. Just, you see how I just try to skate by that and I just keep talking. You
That's
just
good.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So when y'all use the public restroom, right? Do y'all put y'all bare butt cheeks on the public toilet?
Hell no.
No, sir.
Trav.
I don't think anybody does.
No. I had to stop talking to this guy because he be out here bare butting public toilet seats, and he was trying to tell me that it is actually sanitary to not put the liners down on toilet seats. You know what's so crazy? I just called and I was just talking to B, and he just answered the phone. And he said he heard the same thing, that it's sanitary.
Why? Like be about him.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, you're gonna get a bump on your butt.
Yeah.
Don't sit on public toilet seats, please, with your bare butt.
That's nasty.
Yeah, the only way it would be unsanitary is if you're using the same liner as somebody. Now that's nasty. Imagine seeing the liner already on the toilet and you sit on the liner.
And you like, thank you, God. Hey, and then you just sit down. Like, what?
But all right, y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Good Friday. It's Freaky Freaky Friday. Make sure y'all do something freaky today.
He don't
I asked you who you was getting into.
Mind your business, y'all.
Goodbye. Hello, who's this?
Good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, beautiful, Jess Hilarious.
Peace, King.
Good morning. Get it off your chest.
All right, I got to get it off my chest. Donald Rollins is clearly one of the funniest people on the planet because he's doing it for this long at the highest level. For you to come at the Breakfast Club and complain that people aren't taking you seriously because of them, it's a little whack.
I agree.
It's disingenuous. You, on one interview, you said you had a book and brought out a pamphlet.
He was being funny, though.
Come on, yo.
He was being funny.
But I get it, but you hear Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, when they speak in interviews, they're funny, but you also having, like, real conversations with them. Donnell, it's always a joke. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, they salute to Donnell Rollins. You know, you one of the greatest to ever do it. Stop crying. Love to the Breakfast Club. Y'all have a good morning.
Peace, King.
All right,
and that's really what it boils down to. You are great at what you do, Donnell.
He is.
Stop crying.
Yeah.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
What's up, Breakfast Club? This is Uber Mike. It's been a while. How y'all doing?
What's up, Uber Mike?
Uber Mike.
Hey, two things real quick. Charlamagne, how's that Prius treating you?
Prius doing good, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I love it, man. And two things. This is the last one. Loren LaRosa and Jess Hilarious. Hey, I love y'all. Y'all keep those knuckleheads in line. I'm late to the party, but I just want to say y'all are incredible, and I just want to send my love to both of you guys.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
All right, y'all have a good one, okay?
Yeah, salute to everybody who drives a Prius, man. Exceptional fuel efficiency. Environmentally friendly car.
Yeah.
Got comprehensive safety features, too.
This guy's lying. He ain't got no. I haven't seen no Prius. Who makes a Prius?
Toyota.
Oh.
What you talking about?
Okay.
Yeah. Big Dink got one, too.
I heard, yeah, she do. I heard she got two of them put together.
Yo, shut up.
You ain't never seen nothing like that.
No.
An 8-wheel Prius.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, Envy, what's going on? This Jamel from Jersey.
Jamel, what part of Jersey?
Yeah, Elizabeth.
All right, what's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
What's going on? Hey, I tried to call in. I wanted to give my take on that conversation about Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys never getting into an argument. I just think that that's unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife been together 13 years, man, and we argue at least once every 2 weeks.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I just, but we get it together, but I just don't think it's realistic for a couple to be together that long and not argue. I think it's kind of healthy to get into arguments once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And then on top of that, the makeup sex after the argument be the best.
That's right.
Sometimes I argue with my wife just for the makeup sex.
That's right.
I don't think it's not realistic. And the way that Usher groped Alicia Keys in that performance, I know that was an argument. There's no way that wasn't an argument.
You know what's so funny? My wife said something to me the other day about that argument discussion. She actually had texted me while we was having it, and she said that what did she say? Oh, she said the combo is pointless because there is no baseline for what an argument is. An argument in quotation marks, and whether or not you've had one is subjective. And I believe that. I believe some people don't even know when they're having an argument.
Yeah.
Man, we got a friend, right? Me and my wife got a friend, right? And we had this conversation about a year ago. we're in my kitchen, we were talking about it, and they said they never argue. That night, they started arguing. Because I was like, no way, I'm debating. Because I'm like, yo, there's no way you guys don't argue, this, that, and the third. And they going back and forth. They're like, no, we don't argue. And right then, they start arguing.
Hilarious.
Well, an argument is an exchange of opposite of views, typically a heated or angry one. So in any relationship, that has happened. An exchange of views that's heated is an argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't care if you don't think it is.
Or it could be the other way, right? It could be an exchange of views, but without the heat. So you don't think you're arguing, but it's still an argument.
To be, right. It could be more of a debate or, just a disagreement, but it doesn't have to get heated.
I just don't like you said, Charlamagne, like, it let me know how that works, like how you do that. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, and just because you argue, that don't mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's normal. Like I said, I think it's healthy. Sometimes I might argue with my wife and it'd be something petty like, hey, babe, where my work pants at? Oh, you didn't dry them? You know I needed them for the next day. That's an argument, but we get over it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Jamel, let me ask you a question. You a Giants fan?
Nah, I'm not really into the sports. I'm a truck driver.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, be safe.
Yeah, I'm running late for work right now. Hey, Jess Hilarious, I love you guys. Charlamagne the God, I love you.
Thank you, King.
Me and my boy, I'm a truck driver. He a truck driver, and I told him about it. And we joke all the time. Every morning when I call him, he always like, Charlamagne the God, Jamaican cat from Florida. It's just funny. I listen to you guys every day.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Definitely. You guys enjoy your day.
All right, brother.
Salute to all the Jamaicans that listen to the Breakfast Club, man. I was at the airport the other day, and they were very in tune to the Beanie Man interview, and they said we have to have Vibes Cartel up here. Vibes is coming to New York
next couple of weeks.
April 11th.
Yes.
You know why I know that? Because so many people told me that at the airport.
That's right.
Literally.
Oh, wow. That's
April 11th.
That's right. Well, get it off your chest.
Did that say, I love you, Jess, you my guy?
What is the second time? Trav said that to y'all too.
Literally, no, ain't no y'all. He said it to me. He was like, "You my bro, y'all my bros." Like,
no,
yo.
but then he said you and Loren. He love what y'all guys do. Somebody said that this morning.
Yeah. No, Trav did say I love what y'all guys do or something. But he was like, "I love you, Jess. You my guy." Like, y'all gonna stop playing with me. It's too early.
And I did see you blush when he said he was a truck driver too. I did see the little blush. I did see that.
I know.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got the latest with Loren coming up.
Yes, we do. So, Preacher Marvin Sapp, he's being dragged to the gods right now. He locked the doors of the church during the tithes and offering and said, yo, I need $40K or nobody getting up out of here. He's responded. The people are pissed off. We're going to talk about it.
So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Lauren LaRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, what's the latest?
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Okay, so preacher, gospel recording artist Marvin Sapp is in some trouble right now. He was trying to collect $40,000 during an altar call from his church, and the people are not upset about it. Now, there's some people in this church, in the story we're talking about, that are saying that Marvin Sapp never would have made it if they were in this church, because he started asking for this money and told the ushers to lock the doors and close the doors until they collected it. Let's take a listen to him.
That's how you get shot.
His sermon.
Again.
Oh, yes.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I just think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy popcorn, get 1 soda, 2 straws. I wasn't cheap, that's swag. I was looking in her eyes, she's looking in mine. But I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Take your phone and stick it on the bucket. Giving is worship.
That's so damn tacky.
Is that a crime? That's a crime. Like, how you gonna hold us hostage until we give you $100?
You're right.
$20.
Us just lock the door.
Yo,
that has absolutely nothing to do with God. I mean, and first of all, what if the congregation don't got it? What if some of them there because they looking for a blessing? They tell you give 10% of what you got. What if you ain't got nothing?
Yes, 100%.
But that's why people look at the church the way that they look at the church.
Don't blame that on the church. Blame that on Marvin.
But that's how people look at the church. They feel like every church is like that. They feel like they say, come as you are. And if I come broke and you say you're not going to let me go unless I put my phone on the bucket.
And what bill Marvin Sapp got that he's trying to catch up on? You got to tell me what this money for. 40 grand?
I'm like... Yeah, like, because, it's tax time. I don't know if he backed up, if he in debt or anything, but this is crazy.
But it's from a year ago, though, right?
I was about to say, this is actually from July 2024, but it just went re-viral again because, churches do the online sermons now, so the video is out there online of the full church service, and it just went re-viral again with people taking issue to it. Now,
re-viral better be a real word, Loren.
I said went viral again.
You said revival.
You did say reviral. You did say reviral
twice. You doubled down on that revival.
Well, revival, whatever. The church is getting into me. I'm feeling the gospel over here. It went so viral again that he had to. I don't even think it went viral the first time. It went viral this time again. It went viral this time to the point where Marvin Sapp had to actually come out and add some context. So he says, let's add context to this clip on social media. Recently, this clip has gone viral with me challenging 2,000 individuals virtually and in person to plant a seed of $20 during an international gathering held at the convention center with over 4,000 people in attendance that evening, plus the virtual viewers. In that same moment, I also challenged the leadership to lead by example by sowing $100 apiece. That evening, I personally gave much more because he talked about having to pay $2,000 to renew his ability to lead the church and the money he gave right before he went into this. He says, now some have taken issue with a particular moment when I instructed the ushers rather firmly to close the doors during the offering. To those unfamiliar with the church context or who may not regularly attend worship gatherings, this has been misinterpreted as holding people hostage as well as offensive.
Oh, damn.
That was never my intent. And y'all know when the pastors be praying at the end of the church and they be like, sit down, don't leave yet, we not done. That's different than close the doors.
By the way, you already feel like you're being held hostage in a long church service anyway.
Especially black church.
Now you want to close the doors? No.
Especially black church. You're there from like 8 to like 4.
So where did the number 40,000 come from?
Because of the number of people there.
The number of people, because he asked for $20.
20,000.
Yeah,
for 2,000 people. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so $20, 1,000 people person, 1,000 people
2,000
online,
people,
and then
$20, $40,
and then he told
$40.
everybody, "You up here with me in the pulpit, baby? It pay to play.
100.
You better pay to play. $100. Put that.
So that's the VIP.
That's
Pulpit is the VIP.
They got to wait in line.
Premium bottles up here.
All right.
But
you asking for all that money, you got to do more than preaching, though. You got to do more than be preaching. Ain't no fish fry, ain't no water being turned to wine. You're not going to perform. Never would have made it. Something got to happen.
Yeah.
For a $20 cover
Remember
charge.
they used to have the dinners after the church.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Had somebody cooking or something because everybody be sitting there so long they be hungry.
Well, no.
So
sorry to cut you off, Jess, but he was saying,
no, you're not.
Shut up. He was saying that after this church service, he said, don't rush out of here. We ain't going nowhere but to the restaurant after. So they wasn't serving food. He knew people wanted to eat after.
You can't spend all that money and not have no food on deck. Like, that's the least. I would be like, $20, all you can eat afterwards. Shirley, them in the back, they got the baked chicken, the fried chicken, everything you want.
But then he got to pay for the food. Then he's really not making the money that he needs for whatever he needs the money
Sapp
for.
got money, man. Let me look up Marvin Sapp.
He said that he did this because anytime finances are being received in a worship gathering, it's one of the most vulnerable and exposed time for both the people who have to finance and the security teams. Movement during the sacred exchange can be distracting at times and even risky. So his directive was not about control. It was about creating a safe, focused, and reverent environment for those choosing to give and for those handling the resources. And unfortunately, in this social media age, snippets are easily shared without context and assumptions are quickly made without understanding the full pictures.
Oh, by the way,
it was a conference.
Marvin Sapp got a $4 million net worth. I totally understand the context. I don't like it. I've been to churches that have done stuff like this. I've been to mosques that have done stuff like this.
You been to church where they said lock the doors?
Not lock the doors, but basically who got the first $1,000? Who got the first $100?
Like an auction?
It's like forcing people to probably spend money that they don't have. And then, when you're doing it under the guise of God, I don't like that because people feel like they have to do that because, God wants them to do it. Like, no.
That is crazy.
Don't lock me in. Like, if I didn't have it when the door was unlocked, I'm not going to have it when you lock the doors.
Exactly.
Jess said, now you lock the doors and they rain down on me.
Right, like what? That's crazy.
That's wow. $1, $1, $1, $1, $1. Lady with the wig, $3, $3, $3. That's crazy.
lady with the wig is crazy.
You was
Why she
talking to
do
me.
like that?
No.
My pastor don't talk like that, so that went above my head. My pastor's a black pastor. I don't know where you be
Ain't
in
nothing
church
going
at.
above your head.
Nothing above
that
that
weed
head.
is too high. That weed is too high for something to go above your head. Huh? What happened?
We had so much good time in here when you weren't here yesterday.
Literally
well,
the best.
It was so peaceful,
time.
right?
Yep.
Oh my God.
They be lying to y'all. Yesterday they was talking about how jacked up Lauren's wig was. I don't know if that was true or not.
First of all,
I see your comment.
Yeah,
I see your comment.
He was talking about my legs. First of all, we got it together.
Oh, so you admit that the commenter was correct? The commenter said your wig was sitting a little bit too high.
No, that wasn't correct. That wasn't correct. We had some build up on the lace, but we got her together.
I don't even know what that
But her
means.
wig ain't never sitting up too high.
Thank you, Jess.
It's
Just a little high.
Shoot, sitting up like a Chevy on 24th. What you talking about?
Okay.
Oh my goodness, that is the latest
me
with
back
Loren. That is the latest with Loren.
Just because your feet be swinging when you sit up high, you upset at me and my unit for being where you can't see. Please mind your business, okay? Stay where you are, Thickums.
All right. Tamar Braxton, when we come back, her new show, Cooking Sessions with Tamar and Miss E. We'll talk to her next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Yeah, Envy, I know you like to start with sports sometimes, but, you know, what's going on with your team up there, your football team? And, you know, I got you. So Russell Wilson, who just days ago signed with the Giants, he believes he is the best option to start for his new team. The Giants' new signal caller was introduced to the media in a presser on Wednesday, and he said he expects to be the starting quarterback. Let's take a listen to Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I expect to be the starter and come in here and be ready to rock and roll every day. I think to be able to lead, I think this team's really looking for somebody to lead them in every way in terms of the process, in the off season, during the season, our habits and our thought process and how we create a great winning culture and how do we continue to establish that and to really build on things that we do well and the things that we continue to need to do.
I think New York's going to be wicked, man. Like, I can't wait to, get in the Giants locker room and get wild.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. We're going to get crazy.
I mean, I think Russell Wilson, I think he still has some gas in the tank. But, he's older. He's 36, 37 years old. He's, on the tail end of his career. I hope that the Giants pick a quarterback. I know they were talking about getting a lineman and offensive lineman, but I would like Shador.
Let's be clear. Russell Wilson had a great year last year.
He did.
What's going to cause Russell Wilson, career to come to an end is playing for the New York Giants.
Right?
Wow.
Or the Dallas Cowboys. Either or.
That's going to be the problem. Okay.
So, look,
East.
Quick question about that though. Like, all right, maybe y'all can answer this for me. So, do you get to pick where you want to go? Like when you've been in the league long enough, or do you just have they just like give you away or trade you themselves? Like you don't have no say in where you go.
No, you can say it, but he didn't.
Okay.
He didn't.
Yeah, it depends. If your contract's over, then you can decide where you want to sign with. Sometimes they have no trade clauses. You can go where you want to go.
Or you can force a trade. Like I want to be traded to such and such.
Right,
that don't mean that they'll do it, but you can say it.
Right. So Wilson, who did win Super Bowl 48 as a member of the Seattle Seahawks at MetLife Stadium, he officially joined the G-Men or the Giants less than a week after the team signed veteran QB Jameis Winston as a free agent. New York also re-signed Tommy DeVito earlier this offseason. So to get another quarterback in the draft and Shador Sanders at that, Envy, whoo, you got big dreams.
I didn't know Jameis Winston signed with the Giants.
Yeah, he signed with the Giants. They re-signed DeVito. But I just think you got too many quarterbacks at this point. That just tells me that they might not be going for Shador, which is a stupid situation. Shador's young. He's talented. He's somebody that can hold down that franchise for a long time. I like Russell. I love Russell, actually. I think Russell got some more gas in that tank, but I just don't know if I would not draft Shador.
By the way, Jameis Winston being drafted by the Giants, fantastic signing. Not for the Giants, but for New York media. This is where Jameis Winston needs to be to further his media career. You hear me? Jameis Winston in New York with New York media is going to be incredible.
Now, don't get it twisted. We got some weapons, so we'll see. It should be interesting. Yeah, I mean, we'll go further than the Cowboys.
Ooh, he said that early. All right, so in other news, y'all, let's get back to the political spectrum. Elon Musk, he says he doesn't think he'll be working at the Department of Government Efficiency much longer. He spoke to Fox News, and he said he believes Doge will reach their goal amount of government waste fraud removed within his 130-day mandate. Let's take a listen to Elon Musk.
We are cutting the waste and fraud in real time. So every day that passes, our goal is to reduce the the waste and fraud by $4 billion a day, every day, 7 days a week. Well, I think we will have accomplished most of the work required to reduce the deficit by $1 trillion within that time frame.
So 130 days is the legal time frame given to a special government employee, that is what Musk is. He's not an elected official, to stay on the job, only 130 days. And so he's coming up on that time. He believes, of course, as he mentioned in the audio, that they can cut the deficit by $1 trillion within that time frame.
There's no way he is going to cut $1 trillion from the federal government without doing irreparable damage to our society. And you're not going to cut that type of money if you're not going to the Department of Defense. If you're not making cuts in the Department of Defense, if you're not making cuts in the Pentagon, not making cuts to our military, you're not getting nowhere near that number. You're just going to end up firing a whole bunch of people, cutting a whole bunch of jobs that people need to be doing.
Well, that's been the case. That's been the case. That's essentially what Doge is doing, and then only for some of the judges to turn around and then reinstate those workers. So we will see. Yeah, I can't imagine that this is going to be cleaned up to what Musk is saying. In other news, the FAA is telling Congress it must do more to ensure flying remains safe following that mid-air collision over Washington, D.C. that killed 67 people on January 29th. Now, the agency's acting administrator, Chris Rushlow, he told a Senate hearing yesterday, we have to get smarter about how we use data. Adding safety investigating must evolve. Let's hear more from Chris Rushlow, the FAA acting administrator.
Something was missed at the DCA crash. I take that seriously. I take that upon myself. Something was missed. And since that time, we've been using new tools available to us, artificial intelligence, machine learning.
Yeah, so investigators have highlighted 85 close calls around Reagan, DCA, for those who know the codes, over the last 3 years before the crash. But Rushlow admits alarming trend was missed. So, yeah, again, yesterday it was bridges, something to think about. Today it's aviation, just something to think about. And do we got time for one more real quick?
Yes.
Yes, no. Y'all heard about what happened with Salinas? So the woman who murdered Tejano superstar Selena has been denied parole. Yeah, so the Texas Department of Criminal Justice says Yolanda Saldivar did not pass her parole review process. It'll be 30 years to the day next Monday that Saldivar shot and killed the singer in a hotel in Corpus Christi, Texas. Now, Saldivar was the president of Selena's fan club, and the star had just found out she was embezzling from her when she confronted her. Saldivar is now 64, and she is serving a life sentence for Selena's murder. Her next parole review date will be 1 to 5 years from now. So, yeah, anything for Selena's, but that's your front page news.
Not going to rep, Envy?
I'm black, sir.
Oh.
I'm black, sir.
Yeah.
You're not going to rep for Selena?
I'm black, sir.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I know a lot of Dominican Americans have a very strong appreciation to the music and legacy of Selena.
Of course.
So rep.
Oh, my God. Don't just put one.
Hey, yo.
We all love Selena's. Anything for Selena's, but that's your front page news.
Why are you putting the S on it?
You didn't see the movie?
No.
Yeah, but they say Salinas?
Yes, they say anything for... Basically, her family had broke down on the side of the road, and when they found out, they were asking for help, and these guys pulled up, very, I hate to say, stereotypical kind of scene. But when they went to help the family, they were like, yeah, anything for Selena's.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know it was S on the end.
Jump in.
No, it's not.
This is crazy.
It's really not. It was just very stereotypical type of scene is all. But yeah, I mean, Selena, we like Selena anyway. So that's your front page news. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, make sure you're following at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Thank you. Have a great weekend and happy Friday to y'all.
Salute to Selena. Very tragic story. I know nothing about Selena. I know about the movie that Jennifer Lopez was in, and that's it.
I'm not.
You should know as a Dominican man.
I don't even know a song.
Just like Envy, she had to learn Spanish. She wasn't even singing. She had to learn Spanish to sing those songs in Spanish.
That's right.
But Envy knows Spanish. He tries to act like he don't know because he be out here trying to act black.
K?
Hey, yo.
K is crazy. Listen, loco.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Now, when we come back, Tamar Braxton will be joining us. She has a new cooking show called Cooking Sessions with Tamar and Miss E, which is her mom. We'll talk to her next, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren is here as well. We got a special guest in the building. We have Tamar Braxton. Welcome back.
Hi, thanks.
How you feeling, girl?
I feel great. How you feeling, friend?
I'm good. I can't complain. You got a lot going on.
I do.
Let's start first with the cooking show. You have a cooking show. We're going to start positivity.
Yes.
It's all positive. Uh-oh, here we go.
You act good.
Okay. Well, I have a cooking show with my mom, and this has been a lifelong dream for her. And it's been 10 years in the making. And everybody knows I've been very open and honest about our situations at WeTV years ago and why we couldn't do other things. And so the opportunity presented itself again 10 years later. And here we are. It's probably one of my favorite projects that I've put out since the Braxtons.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are y'all cooking on the show? What kind of food? Like what type of meals?
Okay, so last night's episode that came on, I made like Rasta pasta.
Okay.
Oh, so
it's like easy stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice.
Okay.
Who tastes it and says it's good? Do you have any judges?
Well, I do have different people on there. My sister Trina came on there. Okay. My son comes on there. He's very honest like me. And Mitch, he's on there too. We have real people on the show. Just real behind the scenes people who's honest. But my food is always good though.
Okay.
Yeah, I sing and I cook.
You sing on the show? You sing and you cook?
No, in my life. I sing and I cook.
Okay. Got it. What's your go-to dish? What's your favorite?
What you want?
Oh, wow. You like that. It's good like that.
It gives that.
What's your go-to dish for a man? To impress a man, what are you going to cook for the man?
So if he likes cheese, this is what I say. Always go to Alfredo.
Yes.
Homemade Alfredo.
It's the best.
Or some type of salmon and spinach. Yeah, because it looks like you put a lot of effort into it, but it's really no effort.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes the guys be coming at, they make Alfredo and salmon seem like if you cook that, you don't really know how to cook. They come at those meals sometimes.
Well, I've only been single for a little while, so this is my first time hearing that.
I've been out here. I've been out here.
Now, how old are you? She's been single for a long time.
First of all, don't say a long time. It's been about a year. Don't do me.
A little longer than that, bro.
No, but if you go to a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, and you don't know the food, you're going to pick something safe. And what does it say? A salmon dish with spinach or some type of greens, some mashed potatoes, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to be satisfied. So why not do that at home?
It's an easy one. Yep.
Now you're very glowy right now.
Yes.
What? Absolutely.
The skin, take some glasses off.
The blue liner under. Why would you have glasses on?
Yeah, you look good.
It's a little vibe, a little biker vibe.
So what changed? Because I know sometimes you didn't seem as glowy, you didn't seem as happy. What got you to a place where you look happy? You look very happy. You know?
I am happy. I feel like I'm always happy. I don't know. I took a year off to be by myself and to really heal and to really figure out, what I wanted in my life and where I wanted to go. And maybe that's what that is.
Do you love love? Are you ready to get back into love and back into dating? I seen you post something about you got to make sure people don't have HIV, which was just totally...
Well, not that. I said I'm on PrEP.
Okay, you go PrEP. Okay.
It's true, though. I don't know if I'm ready for love. I know that I'm ready to, put myself back out there.
Yeah. So what happened in the last relationship?
I don't want to talk about that. And the reason why I don't want to talk about that is because I don't want to be disrespectful. You know what I mean? I want to stay on this path of, it was what it was, and it was my favorite relationship until it wasn't. And that's that on that. And there's children involved, and I definitely don't want to offend them.
I got you.
And I don't want to keep talking about their dad where they're offended about, me saying things about him that they feel that is derogatory. You know what I mean?
Well, what is your type? Do you have a type?
I don't know if I have a real aesthetic type, right? But I do know I like nice guys. You know what I mean? I like respectful men. I like men who want to be monogamous, although where are they?
Yes.
But that's my starter kit.
And somebody that can handle Tay.
Really, you think so? I feel like
all levels, not just nice Tay.
I don't feel like I'm a lot in a relationship. I feel like when it comes to my job, I am very into it and demanding about that. But in relationships, I'm like...
Everybody behind you is laughing when you said that. But you said...
Look at the look away.
When you said I'm not a lot, they don't look like, what?
I am not a lot. I'm a lot.
He said, yeah, friend.
Yes.
I don't think I'm a lot. I feel like I'm very submissive, actually. Yeah.
So when it comes to dating, have you thought about with your son? How is that going to work? When are you going to introduce him? Does your son have to have you thought about that component?
He's older now.
He's 11.
And he's just like you.
He is.
Very honest. So.
He's like me and my mother.
Your mother. Yes.
Okay, you know how you get around Baltimore people, you start talking Baltimore.
That's right.
So here is the thing. That's why I say I'm not going to, date seriously until he gets of age, because I don't want to keep introducing him to the wrong people.
What do you mean serious? Mama need her
I do, but
too.
it's not really fair to him that these relationships keep going sour.
Mm-hmm. But you don't plan for that. That's not what you intend for.
I don't. I definitely didn't this last time, but the truth of the matter is that it happens. And, I don't want to keep introducing my son to these guys and they let him down.
Do you think social media plays a big part in breakups?
Social media played a big part, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I wish I could have been, or had the opportunity to have been more private.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know the next go around, it will definitely be private. Yeah.
Did you and your son have a conversation about, like, your decision to wait until he was 18? Like, was he like, hey, Mom, what if we just kind of like
no, he's not like that. That was a decision that I made because I'm a single mom and, I'm in protective mode all the time of my son. Yeah.
So what happens if you do date somebody and they get close to your son and it doesn't work? Do you still allow him, when they break up, to still speak to your son, or is it a wrap?
I often do.
You let him speak. Yeah. Because that leaves the door open a little bit. Like, because now I can put my foot in just a little bit and
tell your mother.
I don't know about that. I'm a Pisces.
Tell your mama
Once it's a rap, it's a rap.
Yeah.
But I feel like the relationship that he has established with that person, that should play out the way that it needs to. I can't involve myself in that.
Gotcha.
What has your I know you were celibate for some time.
I'm still celibate.
Oh,
for
so
real?
It's not over yet?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Is there like a time period that you're doing, or is it just like when you get to a place spiritually?
How long
that
have
you
you
feel
been
like
celibate?
A year.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Damn. Yeah. Like not even a kiss.
Whoa. How do you do
not
that?
A rose, not a vibrator.
Yeah,
not
explain to us, how do you do that?
Nothing. I'm not really a touchy-feely kind of person on myself anyway.
But like you're still meeting guys though, and kind of like you have friends, I'm sure, casual conversation.
I have friends, casual conversation, but I'm not interested. There's no one that I've been interested in.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't yearn for that feeling, that touch, that...
Of course I do, but where does that lead to? You know what I mean? If they're not like-minded and we're not on the same page, it's like I'm dating for intent. You know what I mean?
At this point,
nobody is dating for intent anymore. It's crazy.
And what's the longest you've ever been celibate? Is this it?
This is it.
Oh, you hurt right now.
I'm actually now I'm okay.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm super crazy busy, and I've done a lot of healing. And
what have you been doing as far as healing?
Well, I believe in therapy.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I really believe in therapy, and I've just been taking out time for myself to get to know me.
Yeah. Was your celibacy journey hard in the beginning?
No.
No? Oh, Tamar was fed up. Because I said a few times that I was going to be celibate. And then I was like, stop big head.
And then she got pregnant.
Gosh,
I ain't never even said it. I don't even want to lie like that.
No, I think that, once you come to a point of where you're ready for a change, you have to start making different decisions to get the changes that you want, the results that you want.
What did you learn about yourself? You said you learned a lot about yourself. What did you learn about yourself?
That I was a perpetual relationship person. And I just wanted to be in a relationship instead of looking for the right relationship for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, we got more with Tamar Braxton when we come back. Her new show, Cooking Sessions, Tamar and Miss E, comes out every Wednesday on Clio TV. We'll be back with more Tamar. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren Roques is hanging with us as well. Tamar Braxton is in the building. Loren?
But you said I saw you on Sherry, and you said that you are ready to get back to dating, though, right?
I am.
So how does that work with your celibacy? Are you dating people that are also on a celibacy journey?
Well, I haven't been on one yet.
Oh, no date yet at all. Well, that was just a couple days ago.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Oh,
dang.
Okay.
That was yesterday.
So ideally for you, what's that first date back outside looking like?
The outside is weird.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that looks like, sis. You know what I mean? Because I don't think we all know what that looks like until we meet that person and they show themselves, right?
Yeah.
I never imagined at my age or this stage of the game that I'd be single. So it's kind of weird anyway. You know what I mean? So
you got to explain one thing to me, though.
What, friend?
You talk about HIV prevention.
Yeah.
But you celibate.
Yeah.
So you taking the HIV prevention that early just to make sure?
You never know
But
what
you're
you're
not having sex.
We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Never.
I want to be prepared. But outside.
You celibate until?
I'm celebrating until it happens.
What was there a scare? Because what made you?
No, it wasn't a scare. The fact of the matter is that the outside has changed, and people are not monogamous at all. Everybody has the same boyfriend, and what is scary for me is actually contracting something because I am looking, and I am dating. So that's what's scary to me.
And then, not for nothing, before HIV, you got chlamydia. You still got the gonorrheas, the herpes. It's a whole bunch of other things.
Yes, but there's also a medicine for that too. There's also a different kind of PrEP for that as well. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But for now, PrEP. Period.
Hopefully you don't get to that bridge, though.
You know what? Hopefully not. But I'm not saying I'm out here raw dogging or I will raw dog. But things happen. Yeah. We adults. Hello. Yeah.
Does it bother you that your whole life is so on social media? Because everything that you do, and people are going to compare. It doesn't matter who you're dating. If you unblock your sister, if you block your sister, whatever happens with you, but you guys kind of did it because you did that. But does it bother you now?
It's irritating now because I can't really get away from that stigma that I'm problematic and always the issue, right? But I think that is something we signed up for a long time ago and we didn't know that we were signing up for. So, yeah.
Does it affect you business-wise, like as you're doing new things under your production company and stuff like that? Is that annoying?
No, I have 5 TV shows that I shot.
No, the hell that's right.
What is this?
March 2025, March 27th.
Yeah. 5 in the can.
Love that for you.
Congratulations, babe.
Thank you. And an album.
And
a tour.
And back to back making music.
All that.
So back making music.
Yeah, back making music.
What put you back into that space? Is that your my getaway, my zen, making music?
Yeah, I usually put out a single on my birthday. Remember the last time I was here?
Yep.
And I told you guys there was an EP that was coming or album that was coming, but then life happened, right? And I'm actually glad that life happened because I feel like this is my best project.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you feel this is your best?
Because I am just putting myself out there and putting everything that happened to me, especially within the past year and a half. I just.
So you talk about your relationship and how it affected you and all that in life. What was the most difficult thing to do?
I was going to say, was it triggering for you?
No, it wasn't triggering. It was therapeutic because I'm in therapy. So it really wasn't triggering. It was actually, I look at it as a sign of release, a sense of release. Yeah.
And then you have October Nights. You will be joining October London for the October Nights.
We will be joining each other.
Okay. Y'all be joining each other.
Yes. On the October Nights Calling All Lovers tour. And I'm really excited. Yes. Well, Calling All Lovers is an album that I didn't get a chance to promote because I got sick. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was a couple of years ago. And so now that I'm not sick and, now that things are going well for me in life, I decided to go back and kind of showcase that album for that tour.
I love the fact that the special guest is Ro James.
Isn't that spectacular?
Yo, what?
That is crazy. I can't wait. The tour starts on
April 17th.
Why are you laughing at me?
I love Ro James.
You know what? Pause. You know when New Yorkers say pause?
Yes.
They're about to say something that might sound a little gay.
Okay, what?
Ro James came up here one time, right? And Charlamagne looked at Ro James and he was like, he has to be the thickest man I ever seen in my life.
What?
I swear everything. Pull
Why
up the
did he
clip.
say that?
Who was the guy that came up here that you complimented his ass and he got some tight buns? I can't remember his name.
Complimented his ass? I ain't never complimented
Yes, you did. You
ass.
complimented his ass. He was doing a drop right through the window and you was like, look at his ass. Ro James.
I didn't compliment his ass.
You did compliment his ass.
I said, God damn, he got a fat ass.
That's a compliment, right?
By the way, you know how fat a man's ass got to be for another man to say he got a fat ass? He might need to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. Something ain't right with Ro James.
Charlamagne thick.
He's thicker than Charlamagne.
Like thick in the ass, like he was.
Yes.
He got hips.
Oh,
Swear to God. Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, Ro.
There's some guys that have hips.
Yeah.
We like the hip committee.
No, y'all do.
You don't like the hip committee?
Not on the man I'm dating. I don't want to look at your waist and be like,
not
waist?
the man you date. She ain't saying
the man you dating.
I mean, I don't mind if somebody is thick, but not my man. I just, I don't want to be like thin. No, I like.
You like a thin on thin because you thin.
No, I like the muscle and all that, but just like the booty and the. You know how sometimes you see a man, you be like, damn.
Yeah, like the nigga butt can't be bigger than yours.
Yeah, like I'm a little. Well, mine's is.
But I'm just.
I'm not a hip committee.
Yeah. But it's kicking off April 17th.
April 17th.
And in Virginia.
In Virginia.
Yes.
Then we go to D.C. I'm excited.
I know you are.
What's up with you and Candy? Why y'all throwing shit at each other?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to really get into it because I don't want to muster up situation.
Okay.
So, we really basically wouldn't be here if I wasn't lied on. And that's my thing. Like, I can deal with anything, but don't lie on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my thing.
So wait, when you say lie, you're talking about when Candy said Todd did not come for you or threaten you, but you said he did, when y'all had that backstage moment?
So that clip came up, that was 3 years ago. And it really did something to me because she didn't choose to kind of like divert from the situation. She chose to call me a clown. And that pissed me off because we wouldn't be here had it not been for the lies.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But what I don't want to do is continue that conversation and take away from all the hard work that I have been doing these past couple of years and make it about a beef that I actually don't have with the person currently. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Were y'all ever cool or no?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like the whole Escape group. Like, I am Arce's godmother and Tiny is Logan's godmother. So we have been around each other for like 20, 30 years.
Right.
And so it was really a lot for us to have that kind of a falling out because of a lie. When you just should have told the public you did what you did and it was what it was and everybody moves on. But continuing to stick by the narrative that, it has to be Tamar because Tamar has... It's an easy target. To me, it was wrong. And that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
Is there any chance to reconcile? Like if somebody put y'all
You
on
have
the
to
phone?
ask her that. You know, I just feel like when you lie on a person publicly, then it's your responsibility to make that right.
Do you feel like you're the easy target when it comes to a lot of things because of the show and your personality and the things that you've been through? You feel like you are the easy target when it comes to
The
people?
Braxtons have been on for 12 years.
Yeah.
That's
before
kind of
it
what I
went
meant
away.
earlier too, because I feel like a lot of stuff gets thrown on you all the time.
Yeah, because it's easy. Because it's easy for people to believe because everyone grew up watching that show and all of these instances with my family.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I am wrong. I'm never wrong or I am the victim. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's easy to attach myself to things and for people to believe it off the bat. Yeah.
All right, we got more with Tamar Braxton when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren Roques is hanging with us as well. Tamar Braxton is in the building. And we were talking about dating this week, and you said that you're actively dating. When it comes to dating, does your man get a cheating pass? Right? And this comes from Young Miami. Young Miami said that she would give her man 3 cheating passes. The 4th one, she's out.
She's out.
Because she feels like every man cheats.
Okay, I wouldn't say a pass.
Okay.
But if he cheated, I do feel like that they deserve a conversation. I don't feel like in life that is, oh God, I'm going to get myself in trouble. I don't feel like that's a total deal breaker, especially when you have life together, assets together, children together. It is a conversation because there is a breakdown somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like when you cheat, you're not ready.
Yeah.
Have you ever been a cheater?
Oh, I have.
And
it was
why,
the
though?
worst thing I've ever done.
But why? What got you to that point? Was it a drunk night or
Did
was
you
it
cheat first or you cheated back?
I cheated first.
Oh, okay.
I cheated first because I felt like a relationship was not resolved. And, you know, I started talking back to that person and I was confused.
You spun the block.
I spun the block and I was just confused. And that's just the real truth.
Yeah.
And it was a mistake.
Did you get caught? Or you told on yourself?
No, I got caught.
Oh,
So
damn.
you're a bad cheater.
No, I wasn't a bad cheater. I got caught.
How'd you get caught?
Yeah, you got caught.
How'd you get? Was it cell phone caught?
went
Or
through
was,
that phone.
It was in my phone.
Yep. She went through
It
that
was in
phone.
my phone. It was bad.
was it a picture?
It was bad.
Jesus Christ.
It was
Damn,
bad.
Tay.
It was the worst mistake I've ever made. I would never, ever, ever, ever cheat on anybody ever again. Ever. Ever. Yeah. Because how do you recover? I feel like men, it's hard for men to recover from that.
Oh, girl.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What, their
And-
chest be hurting and
Yes.
they be tight and
what I
can't
don't
breathe.
want to do is break someone I love. You know what I mean?
And have them
because
looking at you
realize how
sideways.
much you love that person after you cheated.
Yes.
And you can't take it back.
And that's just the truth. Like, that's really just the truth. Sometimes you really don't know what you got until it's about to be out the door.
Yeah. Jess, you got caught before too?
Yeah, you see me over here, my hands together.
You're praying to God right now. Tell us about it. It's the worst.
Yes, I cheated. And this is the crazy thing. I left a good relationship to be with my first child's dad. And I got with him, and not even 24 hours later, this cheated on me. And I try to go back to the guy like, is it too late? It's too late. Yeah, why the fuck you even, so
it's too late.
Yeah, I get it.
Do you feel like, I'm asking you questions because, okay, we have an open conversation here.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like a man can ever recover from their woman cheating on them?
No.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You think so?
Absolutely. This is how I look at it. If a woman really wants to get back and really wants to change and evolve and make a man feel comfortable, it's the same thing when a man cheats. When a man cheats, what makes a woman feel comfortable again is allowing them to be comfortable, right? I cheated. I talked about it in my book. But I had to be able to be open with my wife where I know that I'm not doing no dirt. Like, I'm like, I leave my phone here. Here's my phone.
Yeah.
She never takes it, but she knows if she wants to, she can. Here's access to my social media. Here's access to anything that you need to make you feel comfortable to know that I will never do. You know, hey, I'm going on the road. Babe, you want to come with me? I want her to feel comfortable where she never has that doubt in her mind ever again. And this is the person, I've been with my wife since 15 and 16, 31 years. So, yes, you can. So, if she can do that, I got to put myself in that predicament. If she cheated on me, would I be able to take that back? It depends how hard it was for her.
So you would give them the opportunity. So if it was your wife, you would give her the opportunity. Well, y'all got a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
y'all have
a
years
lot
and
of
children.
stuff.
You're the wrong person.
But no, I would. It would be hard to see because I think for a man, mentally, is
man.
Like the fact that I got to see you sucking.
Yes.
That would be hard.
Crazy.
On your podcast that you have, Life, Love, and Beyond, these are the conversations that you're having, stuff like
the
this.
conversations that we're having.
Because you're so vulnerable, you're so open.
Yeah.
It's like having girl talk with you.
It is.
Do you ever get nervous though when you're having these conversations that like maybe that ex or like whoever you might have in conversation comes back up on social media and it's like, I want to tell my side, and now it's a whole thing.
That's why I'm very skeptical.
Okay.
About talking about people.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Because it takes away from everything that you're doing for a moment, and it's a complete distraction. So I'm very respectful now of what I say, and I make sure that whomever I'm talking about, that nobody knows who I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
What conversations are you having with your mom while you guys are cooking?
Oh, we talk about stuff like that. We talk about
You talk about that with your mom? Like,
yeah,
really?
yeah. We talked about last night on the premiere. Like, get 'em, girl. Like, what's the things that you cook to get 'em, girl? And we talk about kids. We talk about life. We talk about everything. Yeah. My mom is one of my favorite people.
Y'all dynamic is dope. That's why I asked you that. Because she's not. She'll get into the things.
Yeah, she'll get into the things, and she's so. I don't know. She's just amazing, and she gives the best advice about everything.
Listen, you are so right. I sat next to your mother on a flight before, right? We're in first class, of course, first class. But we sat, I sat right next to her, right? And I was on the phone. I was handling something, and we weren't even about to take off yet. They were about to just do that protocol thing, right? The white flight attendant, she was like, "You need to get off of your phone." I don't know, like talking to me crazy. And your mother knew I was about to go off, yo, and she just put her hand on my knee and she was like, don't even
That's her.
Because that's what they want you to do. She wants you to act up. She already wasn't the best. She didn't greet people. She didn't greet us. It was me, your mother, and maybe one other person of color in first class. Didn't greet us, and when she did, it was very lackluster. Would you like something to drink before we go up there or whatever? And she was like, that's what she want you to do. Do not do it. Your mother knew I was ready to go in. And then you know who she said I remind her of? Absolutely. Sneaking out the house, going to Baltimore every such and such. Yo, me and your mother got into it or got into some things about you and, your sisters on the flight. But she definitely, if she wasn't there, I probably would have been on the no-fly list. The way that lady talked to me,
I'm sure,
was crazy.
Yeah, my mother has a way of being honest, but giving it to you in a comforting way.
Yep, and she has a presence.
Yeah, she does.
I love you.
Definitely check out her cooking show, Cooking Sessions with Tamar and Miss E. Tamar is 48 years old, and when you see pictures of her 48th birthday, you're like, Jesus Christ, Logan, you better check moms.
And he does.
Yeah, all right.
He does. Oh, guys, in my
I
new
had
project.
to block you that week.
You blocked me?
I did block you that
Why,
week.
friend, you had to unblock me now?
I blocked you now.
Why you blocked me for?
You was doing a lot.
I was.
It was soft
my
porn.
birthday.
It was soft porn. Did you see the pictures?
No, I did not
You
see
said it
the
was
pictures.
soft porn?
It was soft porn.
Friend, it's not soft porn. It's modeling. Why can't I be a model?
Well, make sure you check out Tamar Braxton, her cooking sessions with Tamar and Miss E, her new project. And of course, she's on tour April 17th. If you're out in Virginia, what part of Virginia?
Norfolk.
Oh, 757.
Oh, Norfolk. Hey, that's what's up.
If you're in the 757, definitely check it out. And we appreciate you for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
Fred. Thank you, guys. Hey, my new project comes out on April 11th.
All right.
April 11th. Then.
April
All right.
11th.
Well,
I love y'all so much.
Love you too,
y'all
baby.
family.
It's Tamar Braxton. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
I'm hearing it.
All right, now it's time to get into the latest with Loren.
Lauren becoming a straight fat.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Lauren LaRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Okay, so in the latest right now, there is another part 2 of the Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James.
More?
Yeah. Because Stephen A. Smith also does First Take. So what we did yesterday here in the latest was Stephen A. Smith responding on his show, the Stephen A. Smith Show. But he also does First Take. So he went on First Take and he, began to divulge into the whole saga of the drama.
Why wouldn't he?
Exactly.
He said, I'm gonna use this on all my.
That's right.
You have one of the biggest sports commentators and one of the biggest
athletes.
Yeah, you're dang right he's going to. But while he was divulging into all of this, he made a comment about LeBron not being at Kobe's memorial, which people didn't take well to. Let's take a listen to that.
I suggest that he be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a championship for the first time in your career. I brought up none of that. I didn't bring up the fact that even though when people had asked, you had alluded to what had happened tragically to your son, and thank God he's okay with his heart condition. I didn't bring up the fact that even though you couldn't go to the Hall of Fame induction of Dwayne Wade weeks earlier, you were out of the country on business. I didn't bring that up. That's your personal business.
Well, you just brought it up, and thank you very much for putting it out there.
Yeah, I enjoyed that 17-minute rant. It was very entertaining, and that's hilarious to me when people say, what I didn't bring up, and then they say what they didn't bring up because they wanted to bring it up.
Baby, I was watching that rant. I said, oh, this might be almost better than Housewives. I might got to tune in the First Take. It was good.
Okay, but why go there though? What happened?
Because
why didn't he attend Kobe's memorial or his funeral? Or what did he say?
Great question, Jess. Because what happened was LeBron was actually there, but reports were that he had asked not to be shown on camera. Let's take a listen to Stephen A. coming back in the second hour of First Take, having to correct that.
Remember, people were blowing up my phone since the first segment of the show when I talked about him at the memorial service, okay? I didn't mean to say he wasn't in the building. I was told he was in the building. You understand? But we saw a whole bunch of players out there. We didn't see him. Why? I'll let him answer that one day if he so chooses.
What?
How is that possible though? Like, how is that possible to be at something like Kobe Bryant's funeral and not get caught on nobody's camera, nobody's video?
Maybe they didn't let anybody film inside, and he came through a back door or came through a side door, not the door that people.
With all those people in there though?
They said he was there. They seen him. They just said there was no videos of
pictures.
taken.
I'm not saying he wasn't there. I'm just saying, how did he escape not being on no video or no camera?
Could have came out a back door, side door, family door.
In that big ass building with all those people. I don't know, man. With some of the biggest stars and athletes in the world. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
He was there though.
But is it really a big deal though?
Yeah, I'm with you. They were like, why does it matter if I attended or not?
Yeah. He was trying to make the point that, from what I gather, and Charlamagne, you let me know how you felt, but I felt like the rant was him, number one, saying, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're not a good person, people don't like you, and you do bad to people, and then you're upset when people talk about it. So he was trying to, in my opinion, trying to make the parallel of, like, these are people who paved the way, who've done good for you, but now that you think you are who you are, it's like everybody got to kiss the ring, and you don't got to care about nobody else.
Well, what he was alluding to was he was saying that LeBron was upset that he wasn't a speaker at the funeral. girl.
Yeah, like it's all about him basically. Like
that's why I'm like, okay, let's get to the bottom of it. I'm sitting over here like, what? He's not a boy's boy.
Yeah,
like,
I was
so that's
confused.
the problem?
No, that's what it was. He was alluding because that's what I was told yesterday that he was saying that LeBron wasn't a speaker at the funeral, so that's why LeBron was, I guess, I don't know, upset. I don't know.
Y'all won't get to see me on camera. I'm going to play dirty.
And I'm not saying any of this is true. I'm just saying this is what the streets is saying.
Yeah.
And by streets, I mean group chats.
Okay. Well, I mean, we got to trust your sources because I ain't got none in this world. But also, too, with the Dwayne Wade thing, I know that there were reports that at that time, Bronny's health situation was happening, Bronny Jr. So that's why, reportedly, LeBron didn't show up to the things that Stephen A. was mentioning. But there was another part, too, that Stephen A. talked about that I thought was hilarious. Because did you guys go watch the video of him boxing, sparring? Okay, so that people have been throwing boxing coaches his way and everything because now there's a company that has come out to TMZ Sports and say, yo, if they really want to do this, we'll make it happen.
They are not doing that.
Yeah, so many different people are like, hey, like I saw Matt Barnes be like, yo, if you need a boxing coach, I got somebody for you. But Stephen A. responded to being posted by LeBron with that boxing video.
In the aftermath of that interview, what does he do? He puts out some page about me, boxing and all of this other stuff from a decade ago with 2 torn rotator cuffs. Fine, no problem. It's very, very embarrassing video. I'll be the first to say and all that stuff, even though I like it to be left up there. Because if people think I want to throw hands like that, that's how I throw hands, knock yourself out. I'm good with that. I know that the man I am today is not the man that I was a decade ago. Why do I bring that up? Because that's how petty you've become. You're LeBron James. You that butthurt over the things that I'm saying, that you would post that video. When has LeBron James ever done something like that? But suddenly you're doing that as it pertains to me. This man is in his feelings. I wonder why. Could it be because I don't believe you're the GOAT? Because I'll never believe you're the GOAT? I mean, my God, I have done everything but put diapers and a bib on this brother.
Listen, by the way, nobody is losing in this situation. Okay, LeBron is still LeBron. Stephen A. is having one of the best years a media personality has had in a long time. He started the year with people saying he should run for president. He signed a $100 million contract, and now he's in a beef with the biggest basketball player in the world, and his specialty is basketball right in time for the playoffs.
Right.
I just don't like it, man. I mean, I enjoy it.
That's a lie.
But
You love it.
I do, but I don't want to see
am
Stephen A.
entertained.
Smith and LeBron going back and forth. They're not going to box. Like,
why would you want them to box?
I don't.
They don't even need to box. I feel like just the verbal sparring is enough for me. And he did say he's invited LeBron to conversations that LeBron does not want to do.
And LeBron will never win against a personality that does this for a living. Just like if Stephen A. Smith plays him in one-on-one basketball, Stephen's not going to win.
I hope LeBron takes that as a challenge and sits down and has that conversation.
To your point, Loren, I think LeBron could fare better verbally if he went to the right platform. Pat McAfee may not be able to get that out of him, but he go sit down, at 7 a.m. in Brooklyn with Melo and Kaz and, Mero, or he go sit with Gilbert Arenas and them brothers. You might, or he go sit with all the smoke, Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson. You might get a different side of Bron.
That's crazy. We were talking about that yesterday, me and the producers, and we mentioned those platforms.
But would Bron want to do it? Like, why? Play basketball. Who cares? Like, why go back and forth with him?
Not you telling him shut up and dribble.
No, I'm just saying. Like, why go back and forth? I'm a basketball player.
People think I see what you did, Loren. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay, and as we wrap up, I just wanted to send a congratulations to Arlette and her husband. Arlette,
who is Arlette? She from Delaware?
No, Arlette. Let me get it out.
You just said it like we know her. Shout out to Arlette.
Arlette, go
her husband
ahead,
Jackson.
Jess, because he won't even let me. Maybe he let you get a word in.
Her name is Arlette Amadi. She is the host and the creator of the Balloon Pop series on YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. It's going to Netflix now, yo.
Yes,
it is. For Arlette.
So shout out to Arlette Amuli and her husband Bolia. Mantundu.
Yes. What race it is?
As we wrap up real quick, so yes, they are headed to Netflix with their series. It will premiere April 10th, and it'll happen every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I love it.
And Yvonne Origi. Yvonne Origi.
Yvonne Origi?
I always say her name wrong.
You mean to tell me Yvonne has been on Insecure all of these years, stand-up specials on HBO, and you don't know Yvonne Origi?
I know who she is.
Well, she hasn't been there since Lauren's been there.
First of all, be quiet. You've been talking a lot for me today.
I'm doing what you do.
Can you please be Jess? I'm about to go live,
Don't get mad at me because you don't know black women's names.
Hey,
Don't get mad at me because you don't know black women's names.
And I know who she is. I get her name name wrong, and I wanted to get it right. So me and Jess practiced it, and I still got it wrong.
Do you know Arce? You know her too?
I wanted to ask you, did you know something, but I can't say it on air. All right?
Don't. But they had Yvonne Orgy hosting it, which I was a little confused about in the beginning because it's like, no, why is Arlette not doing it? But, I guess it's like, policy. Maybe she's not a bigger name, she's not a big name in the industry, so they had to get somebody of a bigger name to host it. But Arlette Amuli is the executive producer.
Yep, her and her husband will be executive producers, and Yvonne Orgy will be hosting it.
Congratulations to them. All right. Now, Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, we need Marjorie Taylor Greene to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with her, please.
All right. We'll get to that next, so don't go anywhere. And then comedian Ryan Davis will be joining us. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. Wake up. You're locked into The Breakfast Club.
I was born a donkey.
It's the donkey of the day.
Look at these donkeys. Bunch of jackasses. For the donkey of the day.
That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil.
The Breakfast Club.
Yes, donkey today for Friday, March 28th goes to Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, ever since Atlantic Magazine published Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth's messages to a group chat on Signal discussing classified war plans, Republicans have been turning themselves into Auntie Annie's pretzels trying to defend this foolishness, okay? Some are just brushing it off as an honest mistake. Some are saying they weren't discussing classified war plans, but all of them are missing the obvious, much larger point on purpose. And that point is that some of the top U.S. officials in America shouldn't be on Signal discussing anything that has to do with our government, and especially they shouldn't be discussing classified war plans. Now, some Republicans handle it better than others. I personally feel like when you are being asked about something that makes your side look so incredibly stupid, just play it cool. Okay, either don't comment or just act like it's no big deal. Mistakes happen. You've texted the wrong group chat before, blah, blah, blah. But Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't get that keep it cool memo. Okay, no, not at all. See, the Georgia Republican refused to answer a question from a reporter about the incident. And wait until you hear what her excuse was. Let's go to CNN for the report, please.
Anybody else?
Should the defense secretary...
What country are you? Wait, what country are you from?
The UK.
Okay, we don't give a crap about your opinion and your reporting.
House Republican member Marjorie Taylor Greene lashed out at a Sky News correspondent, Martha Kellner, when she asked about the Signal group chat controversy.
Why don't you go back to your country where you have a major migrant problem?
Okay,
and no. You should care about your own borders.
Do you care about American lives being put at risk?
Let me tell you something. Do you care about people from your country? What about all the women that are raped by migrants?
Do you care
no,
about
by migrant? No. Do you care? Okay, you're done.
Do you care about American lives being put at risk?
You know what? I don't
about
care.
Service members fighting for your country.
I don't care about your
vice
fake news.
president?
The congresswoman from Georgia then called on an American journalist, but the reporter redirected her back to Kellner's original question.
Do you have a relevant question? Yeah, this is an American journalist. Thank you.
I'm an American, and I'd like to hear your answer to what she's asked.
I'm not answering her question because I don't care about her network. If you would like to ask, I can answer.
You know why Marjorie Taylor Greene couldn't address the question? Because then she would be forced to address the national security concerns that any American, especially an elected official, should have about this situation, okay? This isn't a Democrat or Republican issue. This is an incompetence of our elected officials issue, okay? Could get a whole lot of people killed issue, all right? This is why we don't trust politicians, because they put party before the people. It shouldn't matter what party a person is in this situation. What should matter is right or wrong, qualified or unqualified, drunk or not drunk. See, I remember when Pete Hegseth, President Trump's pick to run the Pentagon, was accused of regularly abusing alcohol to the point that he passed out at a family gathering, okay, and once needed to be dragged out of a strip club while in uniform. My kind of guy, by the way, just not the kind of guy I want running the Secretary of Defense. Now, these allegations, because that's what they are, allegations, were made by an ex-relative, and they were given to U.S. lawmakers and reviewed. So when people see he's on Signal talking like this, I think it's a valid question to ask whether or not the potential DUI hire is drunk. Okay, that has nothing to do with a party, all right? If you truly put country over your political party. But Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't want to have that convo. She wanted to deflect accountability for her party's actions. Oh, good old deflection. Okay, a tactic used to avoid criticism, blame, or negative consequences by diverting attention or responsibility away from oneself. There is no faster way to lose respect than to deflect. See, Marjorie, if you was to simply say what they did was wrong, we the people, regardless of party, could respect that. Okay? You didn't even have to say there should be consequences, even though there should be. Just tell us that top U.S. officials discussing classified war plans on Signal is stupid and should never happen as an American, okay? I would have said, you know what? Thanks for telling the truth, Marjorie, but now you're just confirming what I already knew. And that is that Marjorie Taylor Greene is an ultra-realistic humanoid robot designed by Elon Musk. That's the only logical explanation, okay? She is AI, artificial ignorance, all right? She connects to Wi-Fi just fine, but can't connect to basic human decency and truth. Listen, message to all elected officials, you have to be able to call out your own. If you call out your own, then you can be respected by all. But if right or wrong depends on who's right or left, then you just a pawn. Please give Marjorie Taylor Greene the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
All right.
I feel like Marjorie Taylor Greene is the perfect example of the military man school lady.
Who's the military man school lady?
Nancy Mace.
Nancy Mace?
Nancy Mace.
Oh, you think they like the
don't look
same?
Like she been, no. Nancy Mace. Shit, you wouldn't look at her and be like, oh, you went to a military man school. You look at Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, she looked like she went to a military
head
man
of
school.
the class. Like, yeah, like you ran the class.
Because she diesel, like.
Yo, what? I'm talking about Shorty is stocky. Like, I wouldn't even want to fire her.
Well, that's how
She look
Elon
like
Musk
Hulk
designed her.
Hogan.
That's how Elon Musk designed her. Yeah, I don't think, I'm telling you, she's a humanoid robot designed by Elon Musk. I really believe that.
Crazy.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. Now, when we come back, comedian Ryan Davis will be joining us. We kicked it with him a day ago. Charlamagne wasn't in. Donnell actually sat down during this interview.
Donnell Rollins.
Donnell Rollins. He wanted to be a part of it. And let's just say very
I hope
interesting.
Donnell wasn't in here trying to make Ryan not believe in himself the way Donnell don't be believing in himself.
He could never do that to Ryan. Yo.
I hope it was the other way around, and the confidence that Ryan Davis has rubbed off on Donnell, because Ryan is uber confident.
They were two comedians that bonded over comedy, and it was a great conversation.
Okay. I'm gonna listen.
Is that right? Was that Ryan's first time up here?
No.
Nah.
Okay. I was gonna say, because if I got the chance to finally sit down at the Breakfast Club and another comedian came in on my interview,
I agree with you, Jess.
Well, he wasn't mad about that. You know, he was mad. He was more mad that Jess and Charlamagne weren't here for his interview. That's what he was mad about. He was like, "Where the hell is Jess and Charlamagne?"
I can see why he would feel that way.
See?
Yes.
All right. He was like, "Where's the Breakfast Club?" All right. Well, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building. We have comedian Ryan Davis. Welcome, brother.
What's up, man?
Now, Donnell Rollins is filling in too here. You know, Charlamagne's out, Jess is out, so Donnell is one of our family members, extended family
But
members.
don't expect me to do no booty drops or none of that type of stuff.
There'll be no booty jokes.
Yeah,
but he's here.
crazy.
But how are you feeling, first and foremost?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good.
Your new special, Underrated, is out right now.
Yeah, man.
And it's a story. You put it together. For people that don't know, explain how you started to do this on your own. You shopped it around and you couldn't get a deal.
Nah, I shopped it around. It's funny too. Whenever you because I mentioned Netflix immediately when I said, "Oh, Netflix didn't take it," people go, "You know, there's other places." I don't think they understand how shopping around goes. You shop it everywhere. Mm-hmm. You know, I just mentioned Netflix, but it was held for like 5 months, or it was in their hands for like 5 months, and then eventually they said no, they passed on it. And by that time, Donnell will tell you, man, some material has like shelf life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you spent how much? Well, how much did you shoot? How much did it take you to shoot?
It cost me about $150 because when you choose certain venues and then you have to dress the venue, I had to paint the stage. It was several cameras. You got to get the jib, you got to get the everything. Like I had to pay for everything out of pocket.
So when you go to these places like Netflix and all these other places that said no, which made you decide to do it on your own, do they tell you why no, or they just like, damn? So you have no clue why.
And they didn't spin the block once you did that breakdown online where you showed those numbers.
No, so many. And that was the thing. It went so crazy because it was shared hundreds of thousands of times. Mm-hmm. So like my DMs were crazy, and there was a lot of people reaching out who have platforms and things of that nature, but I couldn't see it all or even entertain it. Plus, I've already told millions of people where I'm going to put it and what I'm going to do with it. And to the people who were reaching out, with these platforms, I appreciate it, but also at this time, this is a great time to reach out to other comedians because there's a lot of comedians that have my story. At this point, you should put out that you're willing to bring comedians to your platform and give them a space to share their art. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted. I wanted, whenever I put it out, to inspire other people to put their money where their mouth is.
Yeah. Interesting to me is underrated. Why did you choose to name your special Underrated?
I think that is...
And if you're just joining us, Ryan Davis is here. Donnell is filling in for Charlamagne. And Donnell is on his journalist tip.
Period. Because he just brought that in real easy.
Real easy, yes.
Yeah, I think Underrated describes kind of what my journey is right now in stand-up. You know what I mean? I think amongst my peers, they know how I get down on stage. But I think the general public, we have gotten to a point where the skill of stand-up isn't really celebrated as much as the popularity of an individual. And I wanted to highlight that when it comes to the stand-up space, I think I'm one of the best out here. Like one of the top ones. And whenever I think anytime I'm criticized, it's based off of social media content. Oh, I don't think, he may be this because of I've seen clips of something instead of the actual thing that I do. So that's why I went with Underrated.
Do you feel sometimes because you have the crossover ability that people don't connect with your blackness?
Man, you know that. You deal with that.
I'm asking you the question so these people will know.
No, it's true. But to add on what he said, he's right? And the reason I say that is I know you as a comedian, but to me, it doesn't stand out as it should.
Yeah.
He's a little different because he's been coming on the Breakfast Club for years, so we poke at that, we make fun of him. But for you, I didn't see it the same. Almost like a Hannibal Buress, right? Where he's huge, but not in our community, for say. You know what I mean? So how do you deal with that, and how come that is?
But that's why I lead the Underrated. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to act like that's not bothersome to be underrated amongst the people you feel like you relate to the most.
Black people.
Yeah.
Why don't you think you connect to the black community as you should? Like,
I think that the black audience has been trained to gravitate towards certain type of stuff. I think what happens is we have been trained over the years to do what's the move, like what's the popular thing to do. Like everybody's gonna be there, so I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? Instead of, I don't think a lot of people are willing to stand on, I like this person, so I'll go even if the building is empty. They rather be a part of something bigger. People love to be a part of something. And I think if I don't create that fear of missing out like a lot of people do. I'll sell out a show and I won't show anybody. So the narrative is the thought that I don't sell out shows. And I always thought that was weird. And then I remember seeing comments when I would promote shows, they were like, I don't know, if the shows sell out, then I might have to pull up. And I'm like, why would that be the reason
you pull up
to a show? It's stuff like that always, I think we're always, because we're the coolest, kids, that we're always looking for the coolest people to follow. And comedy ain't about cool. It's about funny. And I think once we get back to that, celebrating the skill and the actual talent, then comedy will be back in a good place. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I really didn't have expectations when I went online to just share my story or whatever. I was like, oh, my fans will see this. But then it ended up getting like 8 million views across platforms. That wasn't what I expected. I was like, yeah, I hope to get my money back.
That's all you want.
Yeah, I want people to see it. I hope to get my money back. But I worked really hard on this project, man. Like, whenever I went to shoot it, my father had been diagnosed with cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. I have to stop this right now.
Wait a second. I know because they laugh. I knew he was going to say that.
We don't take you serious, and you know
that.
Talking about
his father, you ain't even disrespect
anyway,
I remember.
I just tried to. Isn't that one of the most memorable clips for him?
Yeah,
I told you.
No, but I'm just saying, you didn't laugh. This is an endearing story, son.
Your father was diagnosed with cancer too?
I mean, not that, but it was just an emotional part. He just laughed at me.
Okay, go ahead. So your
I'm
father was like,
sorry to hear that,
yes,
brother.
I'm sorry to hear that.
All right, man, I appreciate your empathy, brother. So it was, and him and my mom, they had never even been on a plane before, and they got on the plane to go to Chicago for my special.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a huge deal. Like my entire siblings, like all of my siblings, I'm one of 8. Like everybody got out to support it. You know, to see that type of belief from my family, man, really meant a lot to me.
How's he doing now?
He's proud black man. He won't tell you. We never know how this doing. You know, we're like, hey, can you give us an update? Oh no, everything's cool. So we never know. You just have to gauge how it looks.
But let me ask you, you know, with so many comedians supporting you, right? If you listen, like, you know, I heard Kevin Hart and Charlamagne do the interview, and I've heard Kevin support you, I guess, verbally. Do you feel like there should be more support with comedians where they actually help because they have other opportunities? Because, you know, we all see what's going on with Netflix and some of those other things.
Yeah.
What's your
They do. I think the conversations aren't had a lot, but Dave Chappelle, whenever I put it out or whatever, he texts me. He's told me before, you know, if I need anything, I can reach out. When 50 was opening, he did the big show down in Louisiana, Shreveport. I was like literally in Dave's green room, and he told 50, if you're working on something comedy or whatever, this is one of the better comedy writers of today. You need to book him to do something. Those things do happen.
All right, well, that's good to know that's happening out there. We got more with Ryan Davis when we come back. Donnell Rollins is here. Also, Lauren LaRosa. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here. Also, Donnell Rollins is sitting in, and we're still kicking it with comedian Ryan Davis. And what happened with you and Kevin Durant? Why Kevin Durant got upset with you?
Oh, Kevin Durant loves to go back and forth with people on social media. And we had a difference of opinion. And I'm cool with difference of opinion.
What was the difference of opinion on?
He said offense wins championships, which is not a saying. Has never been a saying in any sport.
No, it's usually defense.
Yeah, and that's what we disagreed. And then he called me a trash comedian. And that's when I knew he wasn't familiar with my work.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. It's certain words that's the N-word in comedy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's hard to go back.
He could have said anything.
Corny, whack. Those are fighting words in the world of comedy.
Then you roasted him.
Man.
Trash is horrible.
Trash is trash. That's how my whole day went. Like if you people now, they set up their tripod and you see they show with how they do their day.
Yeah.
If I had done that, all you would have saw is me like sitting at a table. Trash. This call me trash.
Why are comedians so sensitive?
Like, it's not comedians. Let me tell you something. Y'all ignore when everybody else is. You got to remember, Erykah Badu said it best. Keep in mind, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my.
Y'all throw out so many shots though, so I feel like y'all are removed from sensitivities at a certain point.
First off, I'm not even.
I don't feel like I was sensitive in that moment. I kept it basketball. And then he said I was a trash comedian. He said that. He made it personal. I kept it basketball. But I was like, since we want to get personal.
You want to be funny.
You want to step into my arena. Let's see how you fare. I can't beat you in basketball, but I promise you, I'm way better at this.
I don't know. I think people just look at, because I know what you're talking about, but like when y'all are, like we look to you guys for relief. So it's like, it's hard for us to see y'all as anything but that sometimes.
And that's messed up that y'all don't see us as people.
Smokey Robinson. People say I'm the life of the party because I tell a joke or two. But take a good look at my face and you see I'm frowning. We, as comics, as much as someone going to the show is therapeutic for them, it's therapeutic for us. And the best comics are the ones that whatever they're dealing with in life, they know how to go on stage and talk about things that are troubling them.
Right. On my special, I talk about my relationship. I have a fractured relationship with my mother. I talk about that. I talk about
that must have been difficult to do that in front of her.
Oh, what? Like she had something to say, but she was there. She supported. So I always love her for that.
What does fractured relationship mean?
Whenever, especially in our community, the woman, the matriarch of the family, you know, she can do no wrong at times. And then she does do wrong. You got to have that grace. You don't ever disconnect from your mother. And I made the decision not to really speak to my mother for several years.
Wow.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. And I talk about that in the set. You know what I mean? The mother of my children almost died, carrying our children. I talk about that. I talk about, that's what I'm saying. I turn those things into levity. I talk about race. I talk about political correctness. I talk about relationships. I talk about everything because there aren't spaces for that. I talk about suicide. And I think people don't realize, because if you don't go to my shows, you don't know. There have been many black men who walk up to me and go, I have a kind of a fractured relationship with my mother, and there's no space for us. Nobody's talking about what it is to be a black man in that space. To look at the woman who created you and not feel the connection. That's the person we want to love us the most. The people who don't feel that love, where do they go for levity? And that's what I try to provide.
But do you give her grace, right?
No, I had to give her grace because my mom's super young. My mom had me as a teenager, and I wasn't even her first child. So, understanding I had my first child at 26, and I wasn't ready. So having my third one at like 17, I couldn't even imagine what, she never had a chance to become an adult before she started raising children of her own.
But your mother had 3 children by the age of 17?
4 by 19.
Wow. 4 by 19?
Yeah. So.
Was your father a lot older?
He's older. Yeah, he's older. I talk about that in the special.
What was that dynamic like for you, though? Just because, the relationship ended up fractured, but like coming up and your mom is growing up with you with 4 other kids.
It's almost like that was your sister. It wasn't
yeah,
really
like
mom.
Because you see her as mom. That's mom. Because we weren't raised like we weren't raised by grandma. Like my parents were married. They raised us together. It wasn't until you get to become an adult. Like I'm 38. My mom was 38 when I was 21, and I had older siblings. That's crazy. That's when I started to see how young she was. Before, it was always, that's my mom.
When she came and saw you, was that her first time hearing the jokes about y'all relationship?
Yeah. But I've talked about our relationship on podcasts, and I never said what exactly it was or whatever she did, because it was, that's between us. But the thing is, she won't admit to it. And there will be people who watch this who know what I'm talking about. When you confront your parents about what it is or what trauma they brought to you or what they did, and it's not that you're saying you're a bad parent. This is my experience of you. And then the first thing they'll say is, oh, so I was the worst parent ever. No, I wouldn't be here if you were a bad parent. I wouldn't purchase the home and give you that if I thought you were a bad parent. I wouldn't praise you the way I do if you were a bad parent. This is where I feel like something went wrong in my development. And your parents did the best they could. Right. Whether you believe it or not, even if you they could have done better, they couldn't see. How many of us actually see the things that we do that we're messing up? Somebody has to tell you, usually. Somebody has to tell you how they're experiencing you. You don't get to tell people how they should experience you.
Absolutely. Well, where can they find you? Where can they find your comedy special? Underrated, if they want to see it, pay for it.
You can go to my Instagram, right? But you go to Patreon, type in Ryan Davis, it'll come up. Just go to Patreon, type in Ryan Davis, it'll come up.
And if you want to see him live, he's performing at the Gramercy Theater on April 12th.
Here in New York.
That's right. And we appreciate you for joining us. And you see down there, we ain't make no booty jokes today. Nothing.
We left the hole alone.
See, they felt uncomfortable.
Damn, I missed the booty jokes. No.
Never mind.
Don't interrupt.
It's Ryan Davis. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Pass the Aux.
Go. My DJ. Say go DJ. Cause that's my DJ.
Yeah, DJ, come spin, now come spin.
You really disappointing today.
Nyla Symone.
How am I really
Big
disappointed?
Nyla.
What's up, Nyla?
You go to St. John's. Your team finally made it to March Madness. You got a Morehouse. I love my HBCUs.
First of all,
you went to St. John's because of J. Cole, and you finally made it to the March Madness tournament.
Well, if St. John's wants to send me some merch, I already paid tuition. Like, somebody gave me this for free.
That's classic, by the way. You can't lose with a Morehouse College sweatshirt.
Morehouse. But you went to St. John's.
Okay,
Queens.
and they also lost, by the way, but it's cool.
Well, good morning, Nyla.
Good morning. I'm like, why are you coming off so hot?
Good morning, Nyla.
By the way, he's Dominican and don't never rep Dominican and wear nothing Dominican, so don't let them talk to you like that.
I am not Dominican. I'm black, and I always represent.
Man, people
Hampton
really
University.
think you're Dominican.
What you in here with that song?
I know.
But the first song of the day, I'm gonna go to Lil Durk. He just dropped a project, and in the song with Janae Aiko, he announced that he was married. It's called "Can't Hide It."
Okay.
How old is that record? Because his voice sounds like very different.
How am I supposed to know that?
Oh.
I don't think he sounds. Well, I don't know. If
He got a video
sounds
for that one
different
too,
or
right?
not.
He does?
Yeah.
There's something where they like holding the rings, and the ring is nice, and people try to figure out if it's a real marriage or not.
They said that they got married prior to the whole debacle. That's what
the people saying.
I saw
That's
something
what
about
his
Durk the
manager
other day.
said.
Oh, he got the most certifications, most RIAA certifications for a hip hop artist in 2025.
Lil Durk?
Lil Durk, yeah. He
Oh,
got
word.
53 new RIAA certifications, so a bunch of gold and platinum plaques.
Oh, word.
Just
Congrats
came his
to Durk.
way.
for that.
Yep.
The next record is going to go to Ruben Vincent and Ninth Wonder. They actually dropped a surprise mixtape before their album that's going to be dropping later this year. And Ninth sampled Touchdown Tizo. Is super, super fire, which I just want to say shout out to Ninth because I'm really enjoying these like IG videos where he shows him and how he chops like these songs.
The samples up and everything.
Yeah, and then it goes to the real songs. Pretty cool. But anyway, this record is called Anything.
That boy Ruben Vincent, man.
Yeah.
That boy Ruben Vincent different, man. He be snapping,
Nyla
bro.
always put me on to like some good cruise music. Light my L and just be cruising. You always put me on to some good cruise music. That's cool.
I wonder if Ruben could capture that sound with anybody other than Knife. And what I mean by that is Knife Wonder is such a OG veteran producer who knows how to create, you know, like Jess said, that bop, right?
Yeah.
Like that driving while you bop. I wonder if there's any new producers that could capture that for Ruben.
That same vibe.
Because Ruben, Knife brings out the best in Ruben, boy. Ruben already dope, but him and Knife together, chef's kiss, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like, there's a lot of producer tapes coming out right now, but I think it's cool to see OGs work with, like, the newer artists.
Absolutely.
And I think we need to see more of that.
That's dope.
So shout out to Ninth and Rue for that. Next, I'm going to go with Maya Dawn. She's in album mode, and her first single off of it is called 10.
That's all.
I like when
dig it.
somebody take a sample and really, really do it like that.
Yes.
That's
dope.
lit.
I dig
like
it.
that.
Okay, amazing. What? I can't believe you guys like all the records. Finally.
Maya,
Today.
my girl too.
Yeah,
And I just asked the rep because I didn't believe the Durk and India thing. I thought it was just like, how they'd be like, oh, we married. The rep is telling me yes, they're married.
They're
It's a
really
thing.
married.
How
Yeah.
are you doing research when she playing songs? You just don't
Say,
stop.
damn,
You
she
just-
just had to reach out to somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you his manager told me that.
Oh, you didn't say that?
She didn't trust you. She had to do her
I
own
didn't hear
research.
you say that.
Yeah, his manager
Oh,
told
I
me
thought
that.
you said they.
But
When
so,
is my album dropping?
soon. But that song is actually dropping Friday. That's like an early release right here.
I love her. She's like
Friday isn't today?
On
next Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
She's
might
a
record
dope-
next Friday.
Like she's just as a person, she's just I love her.
Big personality.
Love it.
Funny as hell. TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you guys follow her. But also, really, really a spitter. Like she does records like this, but she also got like real rap records.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, shout out to Maya. Big fan. And then, okay, I have one more exclusive. Like I said, that Maya record drops Friday, but we also have a song from.
Exclusives?
Huh?
You trying to up me?
Yeah, I need a drop, but I don't want. I want mine to be like world premiere. Can we do like a world premiere drop? This one is from Loren LaRosa and Jess Hilarious. It's called "The Job Is Mine."
Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. Y'all ain't got nothing else to do.
Listen, that's what I was thinking when you were shooting the skit, dummy.
So who's Monica? Who's Brandy?
I'm Brandy, duh.
Apparently, she is Brandy.
And she had the Monica shoes.
I was gonna say you could be either one, but
Your voice wasn't giving Brandy though.
You did sound scared. You sounded like I don't want to say the wrong thing because Jeff might punch me in the face. You should have recorded that by yourself.
We had to do it together.
That's the one I was trying to get. You know how Brandy be having like that soft, like
the soft.
That's what I was trying to get. Y'all missed the tone.
Brandy should fight you for even
Don't
saying
do
you
Brandy
were
like
Brandy.
that.
Brandy.
You was not trying to handle Brandy just now.
I was like, she'd be like, "Can I talk to you about something?" Like I was trying
That
to.
must
do
be Brandy
that.
from Love and Hip Hop. Ain't Ray J's sister,
is the
Brandy.
video black and white and everything?
No, the video is not black and white. The video is in color, and the video
It's
will
in color.
Yep, it's going to be dropping after we air the full song in the next hour on the radio. It's our debut.
Wow. Okay.
Make sure y'all tuned into it. Listen, the vocals. All right, y'all trying to saying the vocals wasn't that, but the music video rate be crazy.
Thank you.
Y'all know I got
Hey, yo.
I got connects to studios, producers. We could do something with
Don't
the
waste
vocals.
don't waste your money.
Okay.
They put what they did to us.
Auto-tune?
A reverb.
They hating.
Oh, reverb. Okay.
They did something.
Oh yeah. He did something.
I don't think nothing was wrong with the vocals. It's just Loren really did sound scared. I didn't think it wasn't nothing wrong with the vocals. Loren really sounded like she was fearing for her life.
Lord have mercy.
It's mine. It's his.
No, you gotta watch the video. Y'all gotta, and that was my trouble. That was me. What they be doing? Rifting.
You thought Jess was gonna push your wig back. That's what you thought.
Oh my God! I don't have to insecure, baby. Exactly.
That's right, because it's already back. That's right. You're right, Jess. My fault.
You are really the problem. You know that?
Literally.
Like, you really are the problem. We come together in unity, and here you come.
Yes. We literally just said when you're not here, everything just goes.
Brandy vocals.
I hate everybody. Make sure you guys follow me on the gram at Nyla Symone, NYLA SYMONEEE. We have our next Battle of the Beats April 12th. So all producers, if you're interested in being a part of the Battle of the Beats, make sure you guys pull up. We actually have an event at Hashtoria.
April 19th, right?
Yes.
April 18th. April 18th.
Friday.
Yes. Friday, April 18th.
Yes, it's going to be my podcast live. We Need to Talk live, and we have like a live band. It's going to be super cute with Smith & Wesson.
Ooh.
So make sure you guys
Y'all
are
gonna be smoking in there?
Nyla really an old soul, boy.
Yeah, I am.
Are you gonna
have security there?
Of course.
Are you gonna have the old school duo over here performing at any certified?
Honestly, that would be fire.
If you need us, we have people. You can talk
All
to
right.
them.
Okay, yeah. I'll give them a call.
Literally.
Enough's enough now. All right, now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
All right, when we come back, we got the People's Choice Mixes, the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now we got a salute to Tamar Braxton for stopping through this morning.
Salute to Tamar Braxton.
My DMV sister. Absolutely. That's my girl. She got a lot of things going on. And yo, she wasn't messy. Like, she wasn't messy at all. She wasn't like how Tay is usually, how she's been in the past. But, like, she got a lot of growth going on. And she had a glow to her.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
she said she's celibate, but she looked like she was getting the back blown out.
Wasn't she engaged or something?
Yeah, she was, and then it didn't work out. So now she's saying she's going to be celibate for a while she finds her new man.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And also salute to comedian Ryan Davis for joining us as well.
Salute to Ryan, man. His comedy special Underrated is out right now. What is it on YouTube? What's it at?
It's on
Patreon.
My Patreon.
On Patreon.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Salute to Ryan, man. Good brother right there, taking his career in his own hands. Why wait on the networks or the streamers when you can just do it yourself? You got a fan base.
That's right.
Yep, he does.
Hold on, Jess, you got shows this weekend, right?
I do. I have a show tonight. I'm with Martin Lawrence in Norfolk, Virginia, at the Chartway Arena. Get your tickets if you have not yet. And then next weekend, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. That's me headlining my own tour. The Bad Parenting Tour will be in Raleigh, North Carolina at Improv. Make sure you get your tickets. We got 2 shows on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday. Me and my brother, Desi Alexander, will be there. So I'll see you next weekend, Raleigh. And the debut, the premiering music video is dropping to The Job Is Mine by Lauren LaRosa and Jess Hilarious. Y'all can catch that right now.
All right, when we come back, positive notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time for the positive note.
That's right. And listen, I want to tell y'all before I do the positive note, make sure you go get your tickets for the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival happening Saturday, April 26th at Pullman Yards in Atlanta, Georgia. All the Black Effect VIP experience tickets are sold out, but there's still some general admission left. You can go to blackeffect.com/podcast festival. Tank and Jay Valentine are going to be on that stage doing the R&B Money Podcast live. Carrie Champion is going to be there doing the Naked Podcast live. Sarah Jakes Roberts is going to be there doing her Woman Evolved Podcast live. Decisions is going to be hosting it. So go get your tickets, man. blackeffect.com/podcast festival. And we'll see you Saturday, April 26th. The positive note is simply this. Don't go above and beyond for people anymore. Meet them as far as they meet you. All right? Speak to them as much as they speak to you. Include them as much as they include you. Have a great weekend.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?